MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Cleveland Indians and the San Diego Padres. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Chris Paddock will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He will lead this one off today.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here comes the first pitch.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
0-1.
Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1 is strike two, swinging. The 1-2. Pulls this one into the air, out into right field. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 35, Oscar Mercado.
Striding in for the Indians, Oscar Mercado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air, out to left. Pham will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball. Bam.
Two out, nobody on. Santana in front with a 2-0 count. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
To 2-2 now.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down in order go the Tribe. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Shane Bieber gets the starting assignment for the Tribe in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. set to deliver the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Mercado is right there, one down.
Batting second, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take two strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The windup and the 0-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Fouled away. The next 0-2. Ripped down the first base line. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Jose Ramirez.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Ball and no strikes, the count to Jose Ramirez. And right into the shift, but a foul ball, 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And it's fouled away. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Franmil Reyes will be next. Another full count offering on its way. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So the base is empty here with one away. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Reyes is facing his old colors in this one. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Cesar.
Stepping into the box, Cesar Hernandez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-0 pitch.
2 balls, no strikes.
Reyes stands at first with 1 out. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Coming to the plate now, Domingo Santana, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Into right field, that's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
At the plate, Roberto Perez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Now the 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 now. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Shane Bieber, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Fouled off. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
One and two. Here it is.
Nope.
Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The 2-2. Fastball well outside.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Here's the payoff pitch. Count remains full. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. 3 left for the Indians. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Eric Hosmer. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
2-0 now. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Hosmer in front now, a 3-1 count.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. On the ground to third. Ramirez is up with it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Trent Grisham.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Trent Grisham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Now here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's good.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. A 1-1.
Hey!
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Digging in now, Francisco Mejia. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set, now the pitch.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Has a look, now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Bottom of the second here with no score. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Padres leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw into second, and he is in there. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7.
Mercado.
Stepping in now, Oscar Mercado. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. So 1-1.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Count still at 1-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. No one out with a runner at second. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Another 2-2 offering. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1 and 2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in now for San Diego, Franchy Cordero, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, outside.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Change up low, 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Chris Paddock. A textbook sack bunt situation here. First delivery to him on the way. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Bieber is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Fernando Tatis Jr. It was a flyout for him to start the home first. He's set. Here it comes.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
The count is 1 and 2.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. Standing in now, Tommy Pham, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Hit hard on the ground to first, and the Friars are into the hit column, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
And in steps Manny Machado as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 1-0. The high fastball is in there. Two men are on with 2 men out. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 1-2.
2-2.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The payoff pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. In now for Cleveland, Franmil Reyes reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
At the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. From the belt, kicks and deals.
No, that's down. Count is 2-1.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2.
I got 3-2.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Domingo Santana. First offering on its way.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
No runs, 3 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Santana in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. None out, runners at first and second. Struck him out. So with a couple of men on and 1 out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And as you can see there, both guys topping out at 96 miles an hour. Stepping up now, Roberto Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Too low, 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Fouled off. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Shane Bieber.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Shane Bieber. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, that was a tough strikeout, a big strikeout in this game, too. If you think back, there were 2 guys in scoring position, so he has to be looking for much more out of his AB this time.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Ready on 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Swing and a liner. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Are you kidding me right here? The pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit that breaks the tie and gives them a 2-run lead.
You know, there's an old theory that a swinging bat is a dangerous bat no matter who swings it. The last thing they were thinking of, the opposing pitcher was going to drive in too.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Oscar Mercado would be next. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Cal Quantrill answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Oscar Mercado will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the stretch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Popped him up. And Machado will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Indians 2 and the Padres nothing. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Hosmer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Now the 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
2-0.
Outside, 3-0 now. Now here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping up to the plate, Trent Grisham. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
And another foul ball. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's Jurickson Profar. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Still 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
In now, Francisco Mejia. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another shot now, Carlos Santana. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Santana.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
To the plate now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The pitch. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. The pitch. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
2 out, nobody on. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball match outside. Ball.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Greg Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Greg Garcia.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Now the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Garcia stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Popped up. Santana shading to his right. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The batter, the left fielder, Johnny Bench.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Runners are at first and second with one away. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
In the dirt here, and a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time, and he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Manny Machado now. A swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Santana is under it, and the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. They're down 2-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Luis Perdomo takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Striding into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Outside, 3-0 now. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now he tries to bunt his way aboard. No dice. 3-2. Grounded to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in once again, Domingo Santana. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's the ball.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. There to play it is Profar, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Ready once again, Roberto Perez. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Perdomo has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Into the box now, the Indians pitcher, Shane Bieber. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Indians pitcher at the plate with a 1-1 count. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. They're up 2-0. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Mercado is in his tracks now, and he puts it away for the first out.
The right fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
At the plate, Trent Grisham. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Change up low, 2-0. Now here it comes. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. 2-2. The 2-2.
Thank you.
And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people and runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
The batter, number 10, second baseman,
Jurickson Profar digs in next, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ground ball left side. Hernandez at second. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Stepping in now, Oscar Mercado, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
3-2 to the Indian center fielder.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-2 pitch. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. And this is popped up near second base. There to play it is Profar, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're on top 2-0. Striding in once again, Francisco Mejia is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And this throw gets away from him.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now batting, Franchy Cordero. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luis Perdomo. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2.
You have to find a way to get this bunt down right here. Advance the runners, get them into scoring position, second and third. Anything you have to do to execute this bunt needs to be done right here.
And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Second and third here, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Dominic Leone will slide in now and try to work out of this. Runners at second and third with 2 gone.
Dominic Leone.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 offering. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Padres leave a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Craig Stammen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Jose Ramirez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And it's fouled away. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Count is 1-2.
A swing by Ramirez, and this one's soaring to right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Indians move in front now 3-0.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Up next for Cleveland, the right fielder.
At the plate now, Franmil Reyes. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1 home.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Good battle. Count remains full. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's 1 for 5. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
Popped him up. In comes the left fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 24, Domingo Santana.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
0-1 count and the pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto.
Standing in, Roberto Perez. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's low.
2 out with a man at first. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ready now, Manny Machado. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And that's taken for strike 1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Fouled off. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and it's gone into the 4th floor of the Western Metal Building. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado, and the Padres are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Nick Whitgren will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Sandy Leon will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 9, Sandy Leon.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A 1 pitch on its way. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So digging in now, Trent Grisham. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 10.
So striding in, Jurickson Profar. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Lays off 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. It's the Indians 3 and the Padres 1. Javi Guerra enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Javi Guerra.
New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Sandy Leon.
Number 9, Sandy Leon.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hits the outside corner, strike 1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
A bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
So now to the plate, Francisco Lindor. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. Now the 2-0 home. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Grisham at the track, the wall, onto the party porch, and gone. Francisco Lindor connects for a 2-run home run as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
The center fielder, number 35, Oscar Mercado.
Standing in now, Oscar Mercado, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Base is empty here with nobody out. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. On deck, Carlos Santana. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Santana waiting on a 1-1. Too much dip on the sinker. Laid off for a ball.
1 strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a hard liner. But this will be a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And a dive, but he's back in. At the plate, Jose Ramirez, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. On the ground to the left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Right fielder.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Matt Strahm enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. Into the box now, Franmil Reyes, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Now batting.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Two men are on with 2 men out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I liked that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Now this is on the ground here for Profar at second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Padres. It's the Indians 5 and the Padres 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Hunter Wood is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Delino DeShields is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Now playing second base and batting 8.
Digging in, Francisco Mejia.
Delino DeShields.
First pitch coming, here it is. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. The 1-0. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. Now in the box, Franchy Cordero. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. In there at the letters 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Cordero is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Juan Lagares will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Padres. Number 7, Juan Lagares.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. San Diego down to their final strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded cleanly on to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Cleveland Indians took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Shane Bieber pitches well enough to get the W. Chris Paddock couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors.